I can take the dick off the table based upon my standard. You aren't gonna get hold of this dick if you ain't being the woman I need you to be. You need to realize that you need to cook, clean. You gotta understand that you're not the only woman. And if you can accept that, that's fine. That's just the beginning, because you gotta work hard for me, because I work hard for me. So that means if you get with me, it's not gonna be easy street, because I need to be satisfied, because it ain't no happy wife, happy life bullshit. It's happy Steve, happy Steve.
Being strong with self, understanding who you are, is the biggest defense to bitch ass weak men.
And there's no excuses for the men not to be strong. But see, there's so many forces, and then so many men are embracing weakness.
I can't stand weak men. Like I don't like to talk to them. It's hard for me to talk to these losers. I've always been a winner at the winner's table.
You know, I believe it's a sin to impregnate a woman who can't raise a child, you know, or impregnate a woman who's not fit to be a mother. And I think we have a responsibility in what we see today in these weak ass little feminine boys.
I can't tell another man what to do, but I can't dress feminine. I can't wear nail polish. It's just something that I can't do. Why? Because if I'm walking down the street and somebody's having trouble with a flat tire, I want them to feel that they can come to me and ask me, hey man, could you help me out with this? Because those are the type of things that a man will help out with. So I need to look like a man so they can know where to come for help.
Yeah, it is such a thing as toxic masculinity in the minds of bitch ass motherfuckers.
Talk about masculinity, assertiveness, authenticity, transparency. How can a guy who's straight up and honest with what he does be toxic?
If the media can train you to think something bad about it, you hear the word and you want to instantly have a certain reaction. You stop thinking, you start feeling. And when people learn to think and feel and not think through their feelings, that's when they can evaluate a person holistically. And they can say, is this toxic masculinity, or did I just hear something I didn't like? And why did I not like it? And only let me go within myself to see why.
I don't never look at no motherfucker and say, oh, that's a toxic masculine motherfucker. I never ever had, I didn't even know, that was an invented concept from a weak motherfucker that was like, I'm just tired of this motherfucker trying to tell me what to do and bully you over me with this bullshit.
What's going to make you successful is just understanding who you are and getting your mind right and being happy with who you are. That is the thing that's going to really make you successful. Because after you get all the toys, after you get all these things going on, you've had sex with all the women you want to have sex with, you traveled all the places, you're still going to be you, and you're going to always come back to you.
Why do I do this? Why are we even doing this documentary? I want guys to be in the best position possible. There's no way that I'm raising my voice or calling you a bitch ass nigga because I'm trying to hurt your feelings. I'm calling you a bitch ass nigga because you're doing bitch ass nigga shit. And if you continue doing bitch ass nigga shit, you're going to end up in bitch ass nigga situations. You get what I'm saying? So when I call you a bitch ass nigga, trust me, it's because I love you.
Game Kings 2, the definition of man, is out right now. Click the link below or go straight to masculineidentity.com to get your copy today. Still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the women you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to tell you about my documentary, Game Kings, the definition of game, starring myself, the Boss Mac Topsoil, Rosebud, Ron Wills, Miles Cunningham, and much more. In this documentary, you're going to learn about confidence, manhood, attracting women, and the definition of the game. To get this documentary, go to MrLocario.com.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Masculine Identity Soap. This luxurious, quality, high lather, high moisturizing, all natural bar soap has been handcrafted with care and consistency to provide a quality cleansing experience for self-care, focus, and productivity. Specially formulated for cold showers. Stay clean, gentlemen. Masculine Identity Soap.
Click the links below to get private one-on-one coaching sessions with Mr. Locario or Miles Cunningham to step up your game. These coaching sessions are designed to help you with your specific needs in the dating game. So make sure you click the links below right now so that you can step up your game today. Yo, what's poppin'?
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, you sound good. You good? You sound
all right. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. What's up?
Yeah, what's popping? So shout out to everybody tuning in, man. Right now we streaming live 8:00 in the morning, and I think it might be 7:00 where you at, right? Or
Yeah, 7:00. Yo, listen, man. We fucks with y'all, and instead of just totally canceling the show,
right?
Like, fuck it, let's go heavy on the. You know what I'm saying? Let's go heavy in the morning time. You feel me?
Exactly, because today's 4th of July, so shout out to everybody.
Yeah,
Independence Day and all that other good stuff. You feel me? Yeah. So shout out to everybody who's here. You know what I mean? Shout out to my lady April MC in the building. Shout out to Money Soulmonger, June Sports, Champ Lee, Beloved, Phoenix Miles, Respect the Truth, Mike Larry, Joe Mayer, what's popping with you, man? J Rog TV, what's going on? Frankie Shy's in the building. Shout outs to also got up in here. Tristan is up in the building. Appreciate your fam. Rob Marine, Real King, Casual, Germ, what's going on? Beloved in the building. Man, Nick is up in here. Emmanuel William, what's good, was good. So shout out to everybody. Shout out to Genuine RSA, what's good. So today we're talking about, women only love men who have game. You feel what I'm saying? We about to go in. This is some real shit, but before we get into all of that, remember, guys, always remember to go to CunninghamElements.com. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go here. Get the masculine identity parfum, the masculine identity soap. You know what I'm saying? Get the shea butter, get all that shit, get that shit popping. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you guys do that. Get that going. Also, make sure you guys go to shoplocario.com and hit up that online dating consultation with myself in April. I'm telling you guys, we want to get up on the consultation, people.
Yo, you know how they be having those videos about how like black guys are happier, like when they become passport bros,
right?
Like, that's how you look. Like,
what we should do? We should take this whole picture and then put it on Times Square and put black guys are happier with white girls, and then put online dating consultation.
Yo, facts. Yo, that would get so much fucking controversy. Yo, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. The fucking Billboard people probably wouldn't even let you put it up.
They wouldn't even do it. They'd be like, nah.
No, fuck that. Try it. Let's see how it go. And the crazy part is everybody on this live right now will be the only ones that know it's a joke.
Right, exactly. No, you know what I'm gonna put black guy. I'm put right at the top here. Black guys are happier with white girls, and I'm gonna say sponsored by Dr. Umar Johnson. You know what I'm
Sponsored by Umar Johnson, brought to you by shoplocario.com.
Yo, that's
Yo.
crazy. That shit would be crazy. You know, Dr. Umar Johnson sue ass. He was like,
you don't find that suspicious? Like, look how dark this brother is.
Exactly.
And look how light this sister is. You don't find that suspicious? Why would I, King Kong consciousness, the Prince of Pan-Africanism, support this type of fuckery?
Exactly.
You don't find that suspicious? Oh my God.
Dr. Umar. And also, guys, make sure you guys get the Master the Vetting Process program, man. Shout out to everybody who already got it. Get up on that and get that shit cracking. You feel me? Yeah.
Did you set the new price?
Oh yeah, the new price is up now. So you guys,
well, shit, really not the new price, the original price.
Original price, exactly.
Let's be clear. Let's be clear.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you guys get up on that and get that cracking. You feel what I'm saying? April was like, I'll never work again if that happens.
I'll never work again.
Like,
that's suspicious.
And
I'm gonna reach out to this sister, April MC. You don't find that suspicious?
And also, guys, make sure you guys go get Bad Boy membership. Get on the Bad Boy membership. Because right now on the membership, we have this program, 7 ways you'll consistently stay on a woman's mind.
Right.
And the real game, the game is heavy, man. So make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com, get that shit cracking. And also make sure you guys go to masculineidentitymembership.com, join the Masculine Identity Membership. So you guys get on the Monday call.
Yo,
get this.
Listen, that learned helplessness joint this past Monday night. Nigga, it's looking like we're gonna have to do like a part 3 and part 4. Like the information was so deep, and the crazy part is that so many like we had so many testimonials, so many stories, so many relatable conversation talking points. Like it was ridiculous, man. You guys got to join. You guys got to get on the Masculine Identity membership, man. Get on a membership. Remember, the low tier is just the lowest tier is just the Monday Night Lives, and then the second and third tiers are the ones where you get access to all the content. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind.
So make sure you guys get up on that ASAP. All right. So today's topic, we're talking about women only love men who have game, right? And so the reason why we came up with this topic is because I noticed a lot of times on the internet, I keep seeing these videos, especially, red pill videos where, guys will say, well, women are not capable of love, and, women can never really love you, and yada, 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 this, that, right? Now, what you have to understand is that those guys who say that type of stuff, right? They're saying things from their perspective, meaning they're basically saying that, a woman could never love me because they've never actually been in a situation where they were dealing with a woman who loved them. You know something?
Right.
So what most guys do is they get women based on surface level things, and they get women based on them not being who they are. They get women on things like tricking and simping and all this other stuff. So if a guy is dealing with a woman and she's only dealing with him because of his money, of course she's not going to love him because she's only there for the money. If she's dealing with a guy for clout, of course she's not going to love him because she's there for the clout. Just like, you see a lot of these like rappers or, social media influencers, basketball players, whoever, with these women, but these women, they could never love them because what happens is that they're only with them because of their status. They don't actually like them for them.
Right.
And so a lot of times when guys say, man, status is important. You need status in order to get women and blah, blah, blah. What they're basically saying is that I'm attracting women with my status, but understand that these women don't really give a fuck about me, and they're not really here for me. They're just here for what I could do for them or just for the look. You understand? This is why, a lot of your favorite rappers and singers and actors or whoever, when they deal with women or basketball players or athletes or whatever, when they deal with women, you always hear these stories of the chick playing them, the chick getting pregnant when to take them for child support, or they get married, they want to take them for half they shit and all this other stuff. And what I'm saying is that the reason why that happens is because they don't have game, and the women don't actually love them. They only like what they're getting from them. So the thing is this: in order for a woman to actually love you, she has to actually know who you are. You understand? She has to experience you. She has to experience your masculine identity. So once she experiences that, she's actually loving the real person. That's what it is. So the problem is, a lot of guys, unfortunately, they're not being themselves in a situation, or they just don't have game. So what they do is that they attract women who use them. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of times what happens is you're getting used by the women. And so this, you don't even have to be famous or an athlete or whatever to get used by a woman. A woman can basically be using you because she realizes that you're putting her pussy on a pedestal. She realizes that you're going to wine and dine her just because. She realizes that you're going to listen to everything she's saying. So when you're that type of guy who doesn't have game, she's not going to be able to really connect to you and you know, really like get attached to you, because you're very surface level. So for example, if a woman is just using you for money, of course she's not going to love you. She's going to quote unquote monkey branch, or her hypergamous nature is going to get with another guy who has more than you. So so of course she's not going to love you because she's only there for the money. And so that's what we try to tell you guys. When you have game, you'll actually see, you understand, a woman who actually loves you. Now, I'll say this real quick, is just because a woman loves you, right, doesn't mean that she is going to stay there forever. So I think a lot of guys get this confused. So a woman could love you and y'all could still not be together, just like you can love a woman and not be with her. You understand what I'm saying? So the actual love component of it is not predicated on the woman actually staying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But while she's with you, y'all are having a great time. But also, even when she's not with you, she still has a certain level of love and respect for you because of who you are. You know what I'm saying? But Miles, to this shit though.
Yeah, nah, man. It's you know, we have to remind everybody what game is. And guys, you got to go to masculineidentity.com and get the documentary Game Kings, the definition of game. Okay, go to masculineidentity.com and go to and go get Game Kings, the definition of game. Because guys need to know what it is. Is, you know, like Real King says in the chat, it's about loving yourself, right? It's about loving yourself to the point where you're willing to truly understand who you are. And, you know, like a lot of people were saying in the chat earlier, you know, this is why we run into so many problems when it comes to relationship. Because the men are the ones who don't know who they are and what it is. All right, let me tell you something. You know how they talk about how men are looking for their mother? Right. A part, like a lot of people just think it's like just like a mama's boy type of like thing where it's like, oh, well, you're just looking for somebody to baby you. See, the real issue behind that like narrative is not that a man is looking for somebody to baby them, is that a man is looking for somebody that already knows who they are and what they want.
That's a fact.
You see what I'm saying? Because when a woman has a child, has a baby, there's so many things that are automatic. Like, okay, you got to breastfeed, you got to feed, you got to change a diaper, and then of course the mother is going to really take the time to learn who, like the times to feed the baby when the baby's crying, what's wrong with it, blah blah blah, right? But see, once we become grown ass men, we only get one mother in this life,
right?
I mean, traditionally speaking and normally speaking, we only get one mother in this life, right? But when we look at becoming a man, it is up to us to know exactly who we are as men and instruct and tell that woman who we are and what we want. You understand? So the thing is, we can't be a lot of dudes sit there and wait for a woman to guess,
right,
and to make assumptions about what a man wants and who he is, bro. And this is the problem that so many men have, where they start to resent women and, oh, why she don't do this and why she don't do that and why she don't respect me and why she don't treat me like this and why she don't, because you didn't fucking tell her, bro. And you never showed her how important you were to you so she can follow the lead.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You never. So you're sitting there. Yes, you are looking for your fucking mother because your mother's the only woman that took the time to learn who you were before you could even say anything.
Right.
But after that, now you a grown ass fucking man.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's your responsibility to let that woman know. And so many, and again, so many men is looking for it's like they don't respect themselves enough. So they think, well, whatever you did for your last boyfriend, that's what you should be doing for me.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's like, bitch, I want you to understand one thing. You will never meet another nigga like me. So you being in this relationship right now, it's the first time you ever gonna meet a nigga like this, and it's gonna be the last time you ever meet a nigga like this.
Right.
So listen up closely to what I have to say to you so you can understand how to behave, how to treat me, the type of woman I need you to be for you to stay in this kingdom.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But so many men, they have nothing, they don't look at it like that. And then so they build this resentment based on their own lack of leadership, their own lack of game.
Right.
And to me, that's sometimes that's the saddest part about not having game, because it leads men to resent and have all this hate and vitriol for the opposite sex.
Right. That's a fact.
And I think in general, it just fucks a lot of shit up in society, in family, in community, and it is really bad. But man, look, guys need to understand how powerful they are, and really understand that leadership is so fucking necessary, and it's a part of what's necessary to keep relations together.
Right.
Man, like it's really necessary. And some guys feel that, well, if I have to tell her, then what does that mean? That probably means that she's not. No, here's the thing. This is why the vetting process. Shout out to you, Locario. That's why still at whatever price it is, it's still worth way more than that. Let's be clear.
That's a fact.
You still need to go get the master the vetting process program, guys. You understand? Because this is what it is. The beautiful part about the vetting process is that this is the time where you get to teach that woman. This is the time where you get to show her exactly how she needs to behave in order, and exactly how she needs to treat you in order to, again, like I said, be the type of woman she needs to be to stay in your life and to have a place in your life. And here's the thing too. We let you guys know that women love attention, but what you need to understand too is that giving a woman instruction and taking the time to show her how much you care about yourself, and then telling her how you want to be treated. When that woman loves you, she's all ears.
Right.
And the more you tell her and the more detailed stuff you give her. Now, I'm not talking about being like overbearing and crazy, but I mean to tell her, hey, this is important to me, and I'm I'm inviting you. Shout out to Mr. Justin, because he says a lot of stuff in relationships when you're giving a woman instructions is you have to think of it as an invitation. But I'm trusting you with this responsibility in my life.
Right.
And you have to present it to the woman in a certain way that she is privileged to bring you food. You don't trust everybody that brings you food. You don't trust everybody that cooks for you.
Right.
Their cleanliness and all that other stuff. You don't trust that. So you have to let the woman know, I'm putting you in a privileged position to do things for me. And this is how I want them done. And I'm trusting you with this because this is how important it is.
Right.
And so many men don't put themselves on that. They don't put themselves on that pedestal. So while they're busy putting the woman on the pedestal, they forget to instruct her and give her the privilege and let her know. Like, bitch, I'm a king. It's a privilege for you to serve as my queen.
Right.
That's how it always is. There's no kingdom out there where the queen is looking at the king like, oh yeah, it's a privilege for you to be my king.
Right.
Check this out. With or without a queen, I'm still a king. It's just that I chose to marry you, or I chose to unify with you. That makes you a fucking queen.
Right.
You understand? So who's the one that's on the pedestal here? You get what I'm saying? But again, so many dudes, they don't have that game. They don't have that prestige for themselves. And they just looking at the chick like, oh yeah, she's fine. She's sexy. She's this, she's that. And it's like, no, that's exactly why your bitch gonna leave you, my nigga, because you don't love yourself. And she already knows she ain't shit.
Right.
You understand? And I need to do a show about that because I've discovered why women know they ain't shit.
It's crazy. And and even going off of that, see, the reason why women love men who have game is because when a woman sees or experiences a man who has game, she's experiencing a man who loves himself.
Yes.
So then what happens is that inspires her to also love herself too. That's part of the reason why she's so attracted to that guy, because the insecurity that she feels within herself, right? She can experience that man loving himself and then feed off that energy to sort of subside that insecurity within herself. You see what I'm saying? That's what she's bouncing off of. That's what she's feeding off of, right? But the thing is that when you don't have game, right, she's not going to be able to love you because she realizes you're just as insecure as her. You're almost at the same level. You understand what I'm saying when it comes to her? So she's looking at you like, well, since I can't really get an upgrade from you mentally, right? Then what I'll do is I'll use you for whatever I can get from you at this point. You feel what I'm saying? Because I know you're just here for my pussy.
Right.
And so I don't really like you like that. So what I'll do is I'll try to get as many resources and get as much time and energy from you. And hopefully I don't have to fuck you. But if I do, I'll throw you some pussy here and there, but I'll just trade that in for the time, energy, and resources that you have.
Right.
But this is the problem. She's not going to be able to love that because what happens in that situation is that she's still not experiencing who you are because you are not even experiencing who you are. You're being who you think you need to be to get pussy. And I'm trying to tell you guys, this is why we say, like, when we talk about, the red pill guys and the PUA guys and all this other stuff, is that they make it all about what can I do, say, and be in order to get vagina. And so because you're that guy, it's impossible for a woman to love that guy because she's not experiencing who that guy is, because who that guy is being, he's being whoever he thinks he needs to be in order to get the vagina. So his relation to women is him changing himself in some shape, form, or fashion in order to exchange that fraud of a person for vagina.
Right.
And this is why it's hard for them to actually get any real genuine connection with the woman, because it's either they wore the chick down, they were simping, they were tricking, they was doing some type of thing that caused it to be a thing where it's not a actual, real, genuine connection. Like the chemistry is not really there. There's always something transactional about this situation. And when I say transactional, because all relationships are transactional, but I'm saying transactional in a way where the transaction is inauthentic. Like it's not even an authentic transaction. That's why, like, you know, when you see, like, even for example, you see these like celebrity couples and shit, and you're like, you know, these niggas, a lot of these niggas just got together just for PR. It's not really real. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And so it's the same thing where you see like a new basketball player get with some baddie, some IG baddie, and you're like, nigga, she only with him because he the basketball player, and he only fucking with her because she the IG baddie. It's like they don't have any real, nothing about that shit is real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and the thing is this, is that, and this is, I'll take it even further. A lot of you guys, y'all are lusting over the IG model baddie chick, right? But the IG model baddie chick a lot of times don't love herself, which is why she gets the BBL, she gets the lip injection, she gets all these other things, right? So how the fuck she gonna love you? She don't even love herself in that manner, but you don't love yourself, which is why you're running after the fake shit.
And that's why the relationship don't work.
Right.
Because like you said, the woman, guys, and I swear to God, everybody gonna hate me for saying this all the time, but they know they ain't shit. That's why they get the BBLs. That's why they do all the bullshit and wear all the makeup and all the dumb shit.
Right.
But then they get with you expecting to love something bigger than themselves.
Right.
But you think she's bigger than you. This is what the woman wants.
Right.
She wants to be a part of something bigger than herself. Why do you think there's hypergamy? Why do you think she wants her man to make a certain amount of money?
Right.
I mean, yeah, you got a lot of chicks out there that ain't about nothing. They literally just gold diggers. I understand that. But the average decent woman, yeah, you don't think she want her man to be successful? Because she wants to literally be a part of something bigger than herself, because she wants to see that her man has the ability to go out and get it so she can help and enhance.
Exactly.
But the whole time you staring at her fucking fake BBL ass, thinking that that's what makes her special. That's what makes her special, but more special than you.
Exactly.
She looking at you like you fucking idiot. This is just plastic and fat sucked out from my belly.
Mm-hmm.
And you fucking worshiping it like it's something so important.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, I would like to actually look up to you, but you're busy looking up to me.
Exactly.
And then the woman builds resentment, and then they end up dumping your stupid ass.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy, bro. I'm telling you.
Right, and that's why the woman can't love the man who doesn't have game, because when he doesn't have game, he's looking up to the woman. You see what I'm saying? And when the woman is looking up, when the guy's looking up to the woman, right? The woman is looking down at the guy. That's just how this shit works. And so the thing is that she's not going to be able to love you, because when she sees you, she sees someone who doesn't love themselves. And she already didn't love herself, which is why she looks that way, you understand, in the first place. So you're not doing her any favors. You're not actually doing anything but worshiping her, but she's up there thinking that she ain't about shit. You see what I'm saying? And this is why a lot of times, you know, you guys even get attitude from a woman when you approach a woman like that, where you're like, oh, why she acting all funny style, and oh, why she tripping, and this and this and that. And the reason why she's acting that way is because, see, she's looking for an upgrade, but you are not the upgrade, because you are the guy who's following her and chasing.
You want no. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm showing mad look. See what I'm saying? Look. See.
Exactly.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying? You already know what it is. Look.
And I covered it so germs would not get on your food in the hallway.
Look, I got breadfruit.
Oh, we got the joint. That's what I'm talking about.
All my Jamaican people that know what I'm having right now.
Back.
Thank you. Oh, snap. Hold on. I got to do that. Okay. All right. We got we got K Zag in the building. What's going on, Zag?
Man, let's do it.
What's going on?
What up, Miles? And shout out to Miles' girl. Look, all these other dudes are showing images of bitches. Miles has a video stream of his woman bringing him some sustenance. I just want guys to understand that. But real quick, I sent 10. I'm taking a call, and there's one free call after I hang up. I just want to say, because I was talking about the Instagram chick.
Mm-hmm.
And what guys don't understand, and both of y'all said it, a lot of these Instagram chicks are insecure chicks.
Right.
Thirst traps for validation. They post thirst traps. Like chicks be posting shit like no guy can eat pussy and finger a chick at the same time. Like chicks post that kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
And they post it because they know the thirsty niggas that are sexually frustrated are gonna come in droves. So imagine you got the insecure Instagram chick, and then a guy chasing them are also insecure because they want the Instagram baddie on their arm so they can feel relevant, so they can feel like there's somebody in life.
Right.
And what guys don't understand, the reason why confidence is so important, and both of y'all alluded to it, women go through bouts of insecurity their whole life.
Right.
Their whole life. They feel pretty one day, ugly the next, right? Mm-hmm. So dealing with a man who is self-assured, insecure, and L, you said it, women feed off that shit.
Right.
They feed off a confident man, the way that you move. They need that shit. So when an insecure woman meets an insecure man, all she can do is mistreat that nigga because she's dating herself.
That's a fact.
Real talk.
But on that note, I'm gonna let y'all get back to it. One free call. I'm out.
Hey, appreciate you, Zach.
That's what's up. So guys got one free call. So guys, call up. You know what I'm saying?
Got one free call. All right, we got 916. You're on with Locario and Miles. Name 8 City. How can we help you?
That's that shit right there where, you know, your woman is bringing you food. When you are that guy in her eyes, women are happy to do that.
Facts.
Fellas.
Facts.
You know, I mean, trust me, like, I've watched you guys for years now. Like, I'm in a monogamous relationship right now. I've just been, you know, Mr. You know, I understand what you guys are saying because I was always the guy that, like, you know, I was just had friends with benefits and fuck buddies, you know, then now, you know, me and my girl, you know, when women look at you like that, they are happy to do that. You don't even have to ask them. They'll be giving you money.
You can hear him, right?
Cooking food, all that shit. So, but yeah, guys need to understand that, like, fuck all this judgmental shit. Women out here getting theirs or whatever. You should be out here fucking a bunch of women too.
Yeah.
But also understand that, yeah, when women view you and like how you are and you do have game and you are that guy and you make it about you,
yeah,
women do follow you because like until you get in a relationship, but this coming from a guy who fucked a lot of women, it's like when you actually are about you and it's, you make it about you and about your program, women, you find the one who will follow you and you lead. And it's just everything falls into place when you are that man, when you are that guy. But out here, like you guys always say, and it's true, a lot of guys out here are fucking pathetic. Like I've had to work on some of my shit, but yeah, a lot of guys are pretty bad out here. So, but shout out, Miles and Locario.
Hey, nah, that's everything you said was facts, bro.
Appreciate it.
Yep, appreciate you. All right, so Efosa, call back, bro. Efosa, go ahead and call back. I saw you was calling in.
Yeah, because he heard that free call. He was like,
he heard that free call. hurry up, Efosa, before somebody else hit it.
Yeah, man, that's a fact. This is what we're trying to tell you guys, man. I'm telling y'all, you got to stop listening to these videos like, oh, women can't love you and they just with you for your money and that's all they want, that's all they care about, and blah, 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 blah. And you guys got to remember that these are guys talking from a place of lack and from a place of not having game, so they don't have the experience.
Thanks.
Like all of their experiences with women are them having to prove themselves to the woman, and then the woman just taking pity on them. You understand what I'm saying? Or just settling for them.
Right.
And that's what happens. So now a lot of their relationships are basically like trick hole relationships. So then of course they think that a woman can't love them because their whole entire relationship is predicated on the fact that he's paying or he's providing a bunch of shit and she's only there because he's doing that thing.
Right.
You understand? And this is why she'll disrespect him, call him out his name, just be on some other shit. And he'll still stick around because he thinks she's hot, right? But she'll still disrespect them because she realizes that he's going to stick around by her still disrespecting him, which makes her lose respect for him.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? This is why you have a bunch of situations where you'll see guys arguing with their girl and their girl talking about, oh, he ain't shit and blah, 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 and all this other stuff, talking back, cursing him out, doing all this other crazy shit. And that's because she don't got no respect for him. And she don't got no respect for him. That's how it works. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to call back Efosa.
Yeah. See, we try to give you that free call, Efosa.
I donate.
Oh, you donated, really? I'm
$5.03.
Oh shit!
All right. So what's going on? What's going on, fam? So what's your question?
Okay, so I met this chick.
Mm-hmm.
I met this chick, right? Nigerian chick.
Mm-hmm.
But really sexy.
Mm-hmm.
And when we met, we planned to have sex around Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But the problem is that my body, I'm a little bit overweight.
What?
Yes. Because he into fitness. He loves going to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Who's into fitness?
The girl I'm dating.
Wait. So what is it? Wait. Stop. I'm not gonna let you continue the bullshit. What are you worried about?
Because fit girls are still at the gym are usually
no. No. As soon as you start using words like usually, you're starting to fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
Because usually now, when you're talking about usually, now you're talking about everybody but yourself.
Right.
So what are you really worried about, Efosa?
She she's attracted to me. She was really attracted to me.
Okay, so once you realize that she's attracted to you, why is there anything else that you need to worry about? Just tell her where to be, where to meet her, and y'all have a good time. That's it.
But I'm saying because he doesn't know my body looks like. See, but I might think I'm assuming she's like.
Okay, so where'd you meet this woman? Online?
No, in person.
Oh, she already saw you. So what are you talking about?
No, I don't worry about shirt off. My shirt off. When I wear clothes, I don't look fat with my clothes on. When I do my clothes off, now I'm a little bit overweight. You know what I'm saying?
Efosa, it don't matter. So this is what's gonna be the issue. The issue is that you care, right? And so that's the reason why it's gonna be an issue, because you are the one. You understand what I'm saying? Caring about. Didn't I think Eddie Fuse talked about this in Game Kings 1? He said, women care more about what you think about yourself. You understand what I'm saying? So the thing is that if you think that you are attractive and think that you are sexy, that's what it's about, because that's the energy that's going to be brought to the situation, versus you worrying about, because she work out and all this other stuff and all that other stuff, right? Because check this out. A lot of times what will happen too is that just because she's working out, let's say she's really, really fit, that don't even mean that she's confident about how she looks. So you're worried about her worrying about how you look. She's probably worried about how you worry about how she looks. So now you got two worried people, coming together. So you got to be the man and be the confident one. You understand what I'm saying? And bring that confidence to the interaction.
Efosa, do you love yourself?
Yes.
So that's the only thing you need to focus on, my G. That's
Exactly.
it. That's the only thing you need to focus on. As long as you love you, then it's possible for her to love you. Okay?
Facts.
Yeah.
That's all you need to focus on. Don't worry about how you look. Let me tell you something. You talking about how she's in the gym and shit. She probably was more overweight than you.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the reason why she goes so hard in the gym.
Right.
I saw her. She was fit. I saw her belly.
No.
She was fit.
Listen to what I'm saying. There's something about whatever she might be going through that keeps her in the gym. So you being overweight is not the thing that in your mind, you being overweight thinks that disconnects you from her. What I'm trying to explain to you is that is probably the thing that connects you to her.
Mm-hmm.
So all I'm saying is to think positively.
Right.
As long as you love yourself, think positively and think about how you guys can connect. Maybe starting a relationship with her, and again, that takes time. She can't be a girl too quickly. But what I'm saying is, maybe you interacting with her, dealing with her, might inspire you to get more healthy in general.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah.
Again, the bottom line is to love yourself. Stay focused. Stay positive. Once you start talking about, I'm a little overweight, I may take off my shirt, and if she sees me, she might not like. Why think about it like that? Why think about it like that? Why can't we think, oh wow, I might take off my shirt and she loves feeling on my belly?
Mm-hmm.
How about that?
Oh, okay.
Don't you like outie belly buttons and shit?
Yes.
So if you like outie, because I don't like outie belly buttons. I hate that shit. I think that shit is disgusting. But you love it, right?
Yeah.
So if you love something that I hate, doesn't it stand to say that there's other things that other people love and that other people hate?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so stay positive and say, look, when I take off my shirt, she gonna love all of this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
Because it's man, trust me, I'm out here traveling and stuff, and it's a lot of fat niggas with bad bitches.
And also, Big Boss Baby, that's not gonna work. He said, tell bro just to hit the gym or do cardio to get rid of his insecurity. The insecurity is not because of how he looks. The insecurity is in his mind. That's what you guys don't understand. It's in your head. You understand what I'm saying? Because it don't even matter if what do you think women are anorexic? An anorexic bitch is skinny already, but she thinks she ain't skinny. That's in her mind. You see what I'm saying? So that's like saying, well, tell the anorexic girl just to lose some weight. She ain't got no weight on her. You understand what I'm saying? That's why she anorexic. I'm like, yo, y'all are wild. So Efosis, your mindset, they got to change. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, go to the gym for you if you want to go to the gym. But what I'm saying is that don't be doing that. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that's gonna get rid of your insecurity. You feel what I mean?
Yeah, that's fact.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Efosa, man. But you know, do you go to the gym at all, Efosa?
In and out. Yeah, in and out in the gym. In and out.
In and out.
In and out in the gym.
What do you mean? You don't spend a lot of time there?
Well, go to the gym. I used to go to the gym, but I stopped. Reasons I stopped. Going to
Why?
the gym.
Why did you stop?
I work and it is getting expensive, saving money. So it costs us money.
Oh, so you can't do push-ups at home neither?
I do push-ups at home.
You do?
I do take walks though.
Okay. All right. Well, keep doing that. Keep as long as you're doing something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As long as you're doing something, because you know, to me, you know, working out for muscles is cool, but I work out so I can keep those pristine erections and shit.
Facts. Big boss.
I work out for healthiness.
Big boss, baby, because you definitely ain't got no game.
Yo, big boss, go over to one of those guys that'll do a live with you and tell you to take off your shirt.
Right, exactly. He said he fucked up the first impression by not being fit. Big boss, baby, what are you talking about, fam? Y'all motherfuckers are this is what I'm talking about where dudes don't have game.
He met the girl and they got a date set up. So how is she?
Exactly. The date is set up, big boss.
How is the first impression bad? How is the first impression bad?
See what I'm saying? These dudes out here, man. Crazy.
Big boss idiot. Nah.
Yeah, call him big boss, baby. We got to talk about this because you need help ASAP.
Nick said big bitch, baby. Yo, y'all niggas is roasting. Happy 4th of July to everybody, man.
That's that. What's up?
Yeah. 4th of July, man. Word up.
So, guys, call in 844-672-7300. We still got one free call because Efosa donated. So we got one free call still.
Yeah, Efosa donated. That's what's up.
I want Big Boss Baby to call up.
Call up for free. Call up for free. We'll let you spit your non-game having shit for free.
These niggas, man. Let me see what some of these questions say. It says, does society make money off of people's insecurity? Absolutely. Hell fucking yeah. That's the way they do it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's the way they do it.
Make you feel like you ain't nothing and that you need this thing in order to like be something and all that other shit. It says, what do you mean when you say the transaction is authentic? What's authentic about a transaction? So right now, we are having an authentic transaction. We are giving you guys information and you guys are giving us your attention. That's an authentic transaction because we're being who we are. We're being upfront about what we're doing, right? And you guys are tuning in to get the information. That's an authentic transaction. Everything is transactional. When I said inauthentic transaction, what I'm saying is that you have two people faking and fronting, and then they're interacting with each other. So that's not really authentic. So usually those things fall by the wayside quickly because it was never real in the first place. You see what I'm saying? And this is why, even for example, like a lot of you guys, this is why I get so fooled by watching these goofies on the internet, like approaching women, or you watch King 6'8" the Great having some girl approach him and you're like, oh my God, it's amazing. And all of that shit is inauthentic because this is the thing. Show me a video of any of these dudes who have consistent women in their lives. Like you've seen Miles and his woman consistently. You understand what I'm saying? You've seen me and April consistently. Show me any of these guys who actually have that going on.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Any of these guys who y'all are impressed by, oh my God, look, he some random chick approached him. Oh my God. Like, no. You understand what I'm saying? That's not no real shit because there's nothing of substance in that situation. You understand? Like it's nothing to go and talk to a woman or for a woman to talk to you or look at you or you look at her. That's nothing. That's surface level, regular shit. You understand what I'm saying? That's nothing. So the thing is, though, is that can you guys actually maintain something? And is that woman that is in the situation with you, does she give a fuck? Does she love you? You understand what I'm saying? And for most guys, it ain't happening.
It ain't happening, bro.
It ain't happening. That's why, and again, shout out to Rekka, but I use him as an example. This is why I do like Rekka, who can sleep with hundreds of women, still calling in with all these questions and being unsure about what he's doing.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? This is what happens when you don't have game.
Yo, that's crazy to me how dudes with all that crazy body count still don't know what they're doing.
Right.
You see how you can mac on accident, you could trip and fall into pussy,
and
you still calling us up asking like, and that's the dumbest shit. You asking for advice, and then when we give it to you, you argue.
Right. Exactly. I'm telling you, is wild out here. But again, this is what happens when you don't have game. You're gonna be dealing with women who don't love you. And see, the worst. See, it's better. I'm gonna tell you this. It's actually better to be alone than be with a woman who don't love you. You understand what I'm saying? It's way better. It's better to be by yourself than to be dealing with women who don't give a fuck.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Because in every facet of you dealing with the woman should actually give a shit about you. Meaning that even if a woman is just hooking up with you, she actually has to like having sex with you. She has to love having sex with you, which is why she's doing it. If the woman is hooking up with you because you're paying her, you're fucking up. If she's hooking up with you because of clout, you're fucking up. That's why, and shout out to Michael Sartain, but I remember we was on the Game Global thing. He was like, he's like, oh, I don't care if a woman is like gonna like me because of my watch and because, I have a podcast. And I'm like, nah. Because see, when the woman is fucking with you because of that, that means she's fucking with you because of that, not because of you.
Exactly.
And she's fucking with you because of that and not because of you. That's where you're going to get a lot of resistance. That's where you're going to get a lot of drama and a lot of issues. That's where you're going to get women who don't really respect you and all these other type of things.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to all the people that are tuning in right now, man. We appreciate you, man, because we know it's early. It is early in the morning, man. I ain't even had my coffee yet. I need to go get some coffee. That's what I need to do.
So that's a fact. So that's why you guys got to be careful of trying to, because guys think that attracting women is the same on all. It's like all the same thing. It's not. Like you can attract women so many different ways, but most of the ways that most guys attract women are ways that show they don't have game, and it's ways that's not about them.
You know what it's like? It's like, oh, well, if she's just attracted to me because I have a section in the club, or if she's just attracted to me because I have a 6 million followers on Instagram, I don't care.
Right.
Okay, that's equivalent to saying this. Well, I don't care if I have to have sex with Cassie Raw and have Diddy watch me and then get an STD from Cassie and then get her pregnant and have her abort my unborn baby that she didn't tell me about. Yo, but as long as I get paid by Diddy, right?
Yo, did you see the video?
As long as I get paid.
The nigga said that he felt some type of way because the main escort guy, they interviewed him. The nigga said,
the Punisher.
Yeah, the Punisher. This nigga said that he hit up Cassie hit him up and said, hey, can you come through? And he was like, he said he was with his girlfriend at like somewhere or whatever, right? So he told her, yo, I can't do it today. And then so she said, can you send somebody else? The nigga said that he got in his feelings and felt upset that she wanted to fuck another guy besides him because he thought he was like her side guy.
Yeah.
Like, he thought that they had something special.
No, in the story, you got to understand. In the story, because I watched the video. Shout out to Chisa Z.
Right.
I watched his video this morning about it, and you got to understand. For months or even years, he was their guy.
Right.
So I guess that was probably maybe the first time when he was like, "Oh well, I can't make it," and she was like, "Well, fuck it, you can't make it, send somebody else." He thought he was special.
Right.
He thought he was special because they kept calling him back. But as soon as he said he couldn't make it, they was like, all right, send somebody else.
Right.
You're not special. How the fuck you a paid escort and you still catching feelings? Do you see how stupid people are?
Exactly. And see he thought that she loved him.
Yeah, bro. Bro.
Yo.
But that's what I mean. Where guys is willing, because just because Cassie's fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cassie's a bad bitch, right? You know, all will probably think she's a bad bitch, right?
Right.
And hey, as long as I get to smash Cassie, doesn't matter that Diddy's over there in the corner staring at me.
Mm-hmm.
That's how. So you guys are willing, and this is what you call selling your soul.
Mm-hmm.
Because how matters.
Right.
How fucking matters. Like, you don't see, and that's how I knew we was the type of niggas that got game. Because both of us want to make money.
Mm-hmm.
Both of us was in the early stages of our life, like, yeah, working for somebody, that's not it.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Because I want to make money, but how fucking matters.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? It's very serious, man. And what your masculine identity will tell you. Hold on. 484. 484. 484.
484. Turn down your computer and talk into your phone, fam.
All right. 484 twice. 484 out. All right. And you know what's crazy? Efosa was on the phone the whole time. I think we
Oh, that's crazy. I thought he hung up already.
Yeah, he didn't. I thought he hung up. I didn't know.
Efosa was on there listening.
He probably was just listening anyway. But I don't know if that was a glitch, but 484, if you want to call back, or I don't know if that was a glitch or if you didn't realize what was going on or you was trolling. But you go ahead and call back if it's real. All right, let's see. All right, 484, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, all right. Name age, city, and where did you send it, or are you taking the free call?
My name is Jason from Philly, and I'm 29.
Okay.
I wanted to ask, I see Miles in the game.
Wait a second. Wait 1 second. Wait 1 second, homie. Are you supporting or are you taking the free call?
I'm trying to support.
So where did you send it?
So I see Miles in a game, and then I see another cash app for Miles in the game too.
You can send it to either one, bro. You can send it to either one. It don't matter.
Okay, I'm sitting now.
All right, appreciate it.
All right, is he still on?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
So what's your question? You can just tell us your question.
Yeah. So when I typically meet a woman or match on a dating app, whichever the case, I go right into setting a date.
Mm.
And
I got it.
Typically, I would just set the date, and when they completely cooperate and they agree to a date and a time, then I would let them know, hey, I am in an open relationship, so this is going to be casual. I'm not looking for nothing serious. So should I do that at that time, immediately after setting the date, or should I just say, let's meet up here at this time, and then on the date, go over that information? I didn't know if there was a way to do either or, but typically I would just say it all right there, so I don't waste time.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. So what are you trying to do on the dates? Are you trying to just hook up, or what are you trying to do?
Yeah, just hook up. So I would tell them that before we get there.
So is the fact that you're non-monogamous on your profile?
No.
Yeah, so that's what you should do. Just put it on your profile.
Okay, so then I'll have to.
So this is what happens when you put it on your profile. All of that is done for you. You don't need to go into, I got to tell you this. No, it's already there. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you got to do.
Okay, and then just set the date and then see her there.
And then just set the date and see her, and then do what you got to do.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'm try to put that in my bio.
Yeah, that's it. Because even on some of them, like I know Hinge, they give you the option to put that into they say relationship type, and then it says like monogamous, non-monogamous, figuring out. So whatever, you can just click that and it'll already be on your profile. Or if you're on Tinder, you can just put it in your profile. You see what I'm saying? Now, the reason why I'm telling you to make sure that it's on there is because if you don't say you're non-monogamous, they're going to assume you're monogamous. And then because they assume you're monogamous, they're going to assume you're a monogamous single guy. And if they assume you're a monogamous single guy, they're going to come at you like that. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So that's what you want to basically frame how the situation is going to go, but you frame it in that way by you just already putting it on your profile anyway in the first place. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
All right.
Okay, yeah, that's the question I had.
All right, man.
All right, well, that's what's up, bro.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate the call, bro.
Oh.
All right.
Y'all have a good day.
All right, you too, brother. Take it easy. All right. So 609 was calling in. Go ahead and call back. 609, go ahead and call back.
Yeah. All right, so let me see what some more of these questions are saying real quick. Where was we at with this? Because if women complain about dudes not approaching them, then I think the manosphere doing a great job on shifting the narrative, but women ego in check. Why you discard that? Bro, I keep trying to tell y'all. See, this is the hard part when you don't have game because you don't understand what's going on, right? Women, right? Okay, for example, I just use a perfect example. Remember when the passport bros was really getting popular at a certain point where everybody's talking about that shit at one point?
Right.
And you had women sort of complaining about the passport bros. And so the passport bros was like, oh, well, why are they complaining for it? You know, they didn't, you know, they act like they didn't want us. So that's why we going overseas and blah, 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 blah. And I was telling this the same thing. They're complaining because they want to use you. They don't want you. They want to use you. Remember, women need guys that they can use for ego boost. So the reason why they're complaining about you not approaching is because they need guys to reject.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
They need guys to reject.
What happens is they want you to approach so they can reject you. Remember, there's guys that they want to approach them, and they're going to be welcoming to those guys. They're going to give those guys their number. They're going to take those guys' numbers. They're going to have sex with those guys. They want those guys to approach, right? But those are a small percentage of guys. The larger majority of guys are guys they don't want, but still want those guys to approach.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
And in essence, they still want them.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So they still want you to approach. So they're complaining because they're like, why aren't you losers approaching us anymore? I need someone to say no to. I need someone to reject. They're not saying that part.
Right. and shout out to Unique. He said he headed back to work. Shout out to Unique, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Thanks for coming through at all. You know, thanks for coming through, this early joint. And yo, this is crazy. I still feel the sleep in my eyes.
Exactly, right? I'm about to take a nap after this probably. But anyway, but it's the thing. But it's what I'm trying to tell y'all. So the guys who are not approaching, right? Those are the guys that women didn't want anyway. This is what I'm trying to say. Just like with the Passport Bros, it's the guys they didn't want anyway. So remember, they're complaining because the guys they use are not available. That's all they're saying.
But see, Dezo, you are one of these guys that subscribe to the fucking back and forth argument between men and women on social media.
Right.
Don't fall into that shit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Don't even fall into that shit. It's a moot argument. Like the whole thing is dumb. Like the whole thing is erroneous. Like because first of all, to even worry about, because you talking about setting women's ego back in check.
Right.
But women ego in check. Shifting the narrative, but women ego in check. Listen, women don't have egos. Women don't have identities. Women have what men give them. You understand? Women have what men give them. And when you start to even worry about all that shit, that's when you start to lose as a man.
Right.
When you worry about what a woman thinks, that's literally when you begin losing as a man.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So stop. You discard that because that all that back and forth. Y'all niggas love. That's why I hate the invention of fucking reality shows, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Because y'all niggas love them shits more than bitches do. All that back and forth, gossip, arguing shit. Like, man, that shit is for bitches, bro. All of it is for bitches.
Yo.
Because you always gonna have a section of bitches that's gonna complain about being looked at and approached and catcalled and guys ogling them in the gym. Then you're always gonna have a section of women that complain about, oh, well, I went out the other day and nobody approached me.
Right.
Don't you get it? Women are always going to fucking complain.
Exactly. No matter what.
So why worry about it?
Mm-hmm.
Just holler at the bitches you want to holler at, and that's it.
Yeah, because if you approach them, oh, these guys won't leave me alone in the street. If you don't approach them, oh, these guys aren't approaching us anymore. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, and see, once you have game, you understand that, there's no satisfying a woman because the last thing a woman wants to be is satisfied.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? The last thing, because then once she's satisfied, she's going to complain about that. You understand what I'm saying?
Too satisfied. This
Exactly. It's
too
just
good.
it's just I just
it's boring.
Mhm.
But guys, yo, call in, man. Call in. We definitely not doing no OT on this shit.
Exactly. That's a fact.
Do that now.
It says, can someone charge his family, parents to the game if they keep telling him he ain't shit or keep belittling him and using shaming tactics? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying?
Family is just regular people with your DNA.
That's a fact. Real
So
talk.
they could get cut off too.
Mm-hmm. Real talk.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go back and do it. I'm gonna go back to that one real quick. Can someone charge his family and parents to the game if they keep now? I'm playing. Go back. He probably don't even sound like that. But wouldn't it be funny if he called in and he actually did?
I know, right?
Please do not be belittling me. It is not good for my ego. No.
Is there anything like getting sexual or flirting too fast when you approach women? No. There's no such, guys, you got to stop this. Oh, it's too this, it's too that. Okay, guys, think about this, right? There's a woman and she is 27 years old, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that means that she has years of experience having sex, dating, doing all this other stuff. So what you think you're going to approach a girl and start flirting and being sexual, and she'll be like, what are these words you're saying? What's a penis? What's sex? I've never, like, you think she's going to be like surprised? Like, oh my God, you're talking about something I've never known about or experienced or have any knowledge of. What is this? You understand what I'm saying? Like you got to do a fucking PowerPoint presentation to tell them. Like, come on, man, it's crazy.
All right, we got 240. 240 is this 240 name, age, city.
Yeah, this is Jones from Maryland, 35.
And was that's you with the 50?
Yep. That's it.
Hey, appreciate you, brother. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for the 50 spot, man. We appreciate you. What's going on?
You're welcome. I'm calling back to continue with Mr. Locario from yesterday. And Mr. Locario, just like we talked yesterday when you at that show, you just spoke exactly why I get bored after a few encounters with women. Is that a problem?
You said you get bored after a few encounters with women?
You know, like I told you after the 3-month mark when we were talking last night that I started to withdraw from the girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I noticed that that's an issue with me in my previous relationships. So, and you just confirming that they don't ever get satisfied. That's one of the reasons why I just get bored eventually.
Nah, fam, no, don't try to blame them. This is the thing. So remember, you said yesterday when you called in, it was love at first sight. Did you not say that?
Yes, I did.
Okay, now what you got to understand is that, and this is why you vet, and this is why you take your time and all this other shit, right? Because if you have the idea that things are love at first sight, right, then there's only you can only go down from there. You understand what I'm saying? So meaning that you're so excited at the beginning, which means you're going to get bored quicker. Does that make sense?
Right. Okay.
Right. So that's the issue. But understanding that if you know that about yourself, why do you have or put yourself in a long-term relationship situation? Why don't you just fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like have sex with her and keep it moving.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm asking. Like, why make something serious when you get bored? Just why don't you just meet women, hook up with them for a month or two, and then keep it pushing?
Got you.
All right. Yeah. Anything else?
Wait. Caller.
No.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you expecting to find a woman that's going to change your mind or change your habits?
Not really.
So why is this a puzzle to you?
I'm starting to realize that I might be the problem.
No. No, but see, this is one of those situations where, that sometimes it can be scary, right? Because when you start to truly accept who you are, you start to truly see how your characteristics will affect the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm.
Might actually be scary.
Mm-hmm.
Because most people assume, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to college, then I'm gonna meet someone, and then I'm gonna get married, white picket fence, 2.5 children, and the dog. Then when they start to look at who they really are, their masculine identity, and realize, oh shit, I may never actually. I always meet a woman, and in a couple of months, I get tired of her, and I throw her back into the sea. It's like I'm a fisherman. I'm a sport fisherman. You know what a sport fisherman is?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so for those that don't know, a sport fisherman, he loves the thrill of catching fish, but he don't take it home to cook it.
Mm-hmm.
He catches fish and unhooks it and throws it back into the sea.
Right.
You might just be that type of guy, but the question is, have you fully accepted your masculine identity?
Mm-hmm.
Now, but the issue is that you use the words, I may be the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what you're saying is that there's something about your masculine identity that is a problem, meaning that there is something adverse in your mind about who you truly are. So that's the real issue. It's not the women and you getting tired of them. It's you having to realize and accept who you truly are, if that's who you truly are.
Mm-hmm.
You understand that, caller?
Yes, I understand.
Okay. So it's either you accept it and realize that it's not a problem because it's who you truly are, or you figure out a way to change it.
Mm-hmm. But also the thing too was that yesterday he called in and he was like, "Oh, I'm with this girl and I was like not seeing her for a few weeks and blah blah blah." So in that particular situation, he was wondering why his relationship went to shit, and so we were trying to tell him yesterday that it went to shit because he's the problem. So same way that you're the you're the problem in that situation because you caused it. You caused the problem.
Yeah.
But like what Miles is saying is that if you actually look at your masculine identity, you will understand that is not a problem. You just have to own it. So that's what I'm saying, where if you know you get bored easily, right, then you shouldn't be having long-term relationships. Does that make sense?
Okay, so basically you're saying that I should communicate that when I'm interacting with a
Yeah, you're right. That should be communicated, but it has to also be communicated through your actions too. So you can't just meaning you can't just say, "Hey, I want, we're gonna do some casual," and then all of a sudden she's sleeping over your house and you guys are going on trips and all. You can't do none of that shit. So basically, all you need to do, you meet women, you fuck them, and you move on.
You got to figure out your program and then execute consistent action, right? So what I mean is this, and even like what Locario just said, like you I don't know if you make this mistake, but if you already know in your mind that you only want something casual, then you can't spend the night. You can't let her sleep over. You can't kiss her on her forehead. You can't stare lovingly into her eyes while you fuck her missionary. You can't do all those things. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of you motherfuckers love to do that. Not you, Caller, necessarily, but a lot of you guys love that shit. Because a lot of you guys, truth be told, a lot of you motherfuckers are just lonely motherfuckers who want the vision of the romantic life and lifestyle.
Right.
Yeah, but
wait, Caller, let me finish. Wait. Let me just finish this. Because again, this is not just for you. It's for a lot of guys that might be in a situation. And what you do is you do this lovey-dovey shit. Then when the woman gets attached to you because of the way you're treating her, remember, actions speak louder than words. Then you start to look puzzled like, oh, well, why is she behaving like this? I already told her it was something casual. No, it don't work that way. Your actions speak louder than your words. So what I'm saying to you, caller, this is why you need to know and accept yourself for who you truly are, and then behave accordingly. Behave accordingly, right? So that means you call her up, y'all meet, y'all maybe go get a drink, go back to the crib, you fuck, and then this is what you say to her. You say to her, I'll give you a call in about 2 weeks because that's when I'll be available.
Mm-hmm.
Do that. Then you do that a couple of times, and then you keep consistent.
Right.
Don't try to see her every day for the whole week. Don't call her unexpectedly and, hey, I just called to find out what you had for lunch. How you doing? What's going on? What's on your mind? You can't do none of that shit. You set up the dates, you meet up, you fucking, and you keep it moving. And trust me, most of those relationships will fizzle out by themselves. Or you might even get a chick that she'll be a long-term, fuck buddy, sneaky link, whatever you want to call it type shit. But the thing is your actions that dictate the success of that.
Right.
So what you going to say, caller?
Yeah, what was the part you was going to say? I'm sorry, because I was just trying to finish my point.
No, you answered the question.
Mm-hmm. I mean, can you look back and say and say, is there anything that you did to fuck things up, or is like, what can you look back and say that you did to kind of like send the wrong message or to mess things up?
I mean, she used to accuse me of being an avoidant personality disorder person, and
is she a psychiatrist? Is she a doctor? Can she diagnose?
She was into all that, and I kept telling her
she was into it. But is she a fucking doctor? Does she have a degree?
No.
Yeah, so tell her to shut the fuck up. Tell her to shut the fuck up, because all these motherfuckers, you know what it is? A lot of people need to shut the fuck up and stop using terms from their therapist. Mm-hmm. They go to therapy and they come on these podcasts and start using these terms like narcissist, and then people just fucking, it's like a bandwagon thing. But I'm sorry, go ahead, caller.
Yeah, I can trace back a lot of fuck ups on my end, but which I think that I made up for because I was there. Mm-hmm. I was there for her, and I give a lot to the relationship. But that's all I can say.
Carl, you didn't give a lot to the relationship. Remember yesterday you said that you didn't see her for she did something and you ignored her for a week. Yes.
That happened about 3 times. Yes, where I ignored her for a week.
Right, so that's what I'm saying, Carl. That's what I'm trying to say. You're what you said is a contradiction. You said I gave a lot to the relationship, but I ignored her 3 times. That's a contradiction.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. That's a contradiction.
So when I'm giving my best and she starts to act up or trying to move the goalpost, I ignore her. And then when she comes back to her senses, she reaches out to me and we reconcile.
And didn't you say
that I wasn't giving my best?
Didn't you say you didn't fuck her for 5 weeks?
Well, that happened only once.
You see what I'm saying? Caller, that's what I'm trying to get you to understand. You can't say you gave her a lot and at the same time say you ignored her 3 or 4 times and you didn't fuck her for 5 weeks.
Why didn't you fuck her for 5 weeks?
I was seeing other people then, and I was really attracted
you
to
see,
her.
Steve, I told you he's the problem.
Caller. Yeah, caller. Seriously, and this ain't no. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but my man, you ain't no player. You ain't no player because players know that when you out here seeing these chicks, you got to create some type of consistency.
Exactly.
Now listen to me. If you only see this woman every 5 weeks, then that's the consistency. But you don't see a woman every week for 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, and then just drop off the face of the fucking earth for 5 weeks because you see another women.
And you didn't even say that the other day. You said it was because you was overwhelmed at work. Did you say that the other time?
Yes. I was seeing other people, and I was also overwhelmed with them.
You got bad time management skills. You have bad time management skills, and you're blaming it on the woman. Your lack of consistency exposes you.
Right, basically. And Carl, that's what we're saying. So what I'm saying is, and this is why I keep trying to harp on this, because I don't want you. This is what I'm saying. I don't want you to leave this call thinking that you gave her a lot.
Yeah, you didn't give her a lot, bro.
That's what I'm trying, because what happens is that you guys will live life and go through shit with false narratives. And then you'll start to point the finger at everybody else, not realizing you were the one that caused the problem.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that you literally told us 3 to 4 times you ignored her, and for 5 weeks you didn't smash. So what I'm saying is that is not giving a lot in a relationship. A relationship requires consistency. You understand? Because if me and Miles didn't do this show for 5 weeks, y'all be like, yo, what the fuck is going on with y'all? When you call you be like, yo, what happened to these niggas?
And if we in the next show we did, they wouldn't a lot of people wouldn't be on.
Right.
A lot of people wouldn't be in the chat. It's facts.
See, and Caller, this is the problem. You think your feelings absolve you of the action. That's feminine.
That's feminine. Oof.
You see what I'm saying? That's what women do. Women think that what happened is okay because they felt a certain way when it happened.
Right.
How it works, Caller?
Well, you got to understand, I was overwhelmed at work and I was seeing other women. That's why it happened.
Do you understand that, Caller? I'm just trying to get you to understand this, man.
Caller, you're a man. You think that's air you're breathing now? Again.
They don't know about this.
No, no.
So Caller, you still there? Do you understand what we're saying?
Yeah, I got you.
Right. You gotta, bro, listen. The thing is this, it's okay if you get bored quickly with women, but you have to create scenarios that lend itself for that to actually happen smoothly.
Yeah, naturally.
You understand what I'm saying? So you say, I know I get bored with women easily. Because I get bored with women easily, I'm not going to wife up any of these women or do anything seriously. And when I deal with these women, they're going to know that we're just on a I'll hit you up and you see me when I'll hit you up type of basis. And that's it.
Yeah, we might have to get Big Boss Baby the fuck up out of here, man.
Yeah, I appreciate the game, man. By the way, I I used to listen to you before I got into the relationship, and as soon as I got into it for a whole year, I didn't listen to you guys. So I'm tuning back in after a long time.
You see how y'all do?
Mm-hmm.
When they ain't got no bitches, they listen to us. Then once they get a bitch, I don't need them niggas no more.
Mm-hmm.
But when they start to get into trouble in the relationship, let me go see what Miles and Locario talking about. See, that's your lack of consistency once again, right there.
Right.
Right.
All right, Cole. So you got to practice that consistency, fam. You got to understand your masculine identity and own it. Just own it, fam. It's okay.
And I'll say this. And shout out to you for dropping the 50 on the live. But we could actually, either of us could help you a lot more if you just schedule the coaching call.
That's a fact.
I would love to.
Yeah, you might. I mean, if you got the 50 to drop on the show, you might as well just save up a couple 50s and then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I was actually going to ask that, but where do I get that information from?
Yeah, if you want to get coaching from Locario, go to mrlocario.com.
Okay.
And if you want to get coaching from me, go to masculineidentity.com.
I'd actually suggest you go get coaching with Miles first, because I think you definitely need to
identity
on your masculine identity. That's a fact, because I feel like you're kind of like you're being swayed by your emotions.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So you got to make sure that you tap in with your masculine identity. So, because the thing about masculinity is being masculine is about consistency and being solid.
You
understand what I'm saying? And that's what makes you dependable. That's why women can depend on a man, because a man is dependable. You see what I'm saying? He's consistent. He's reliable.
Right. And you're and I understand what you mean when you say I get bored of women, but even your tendency or your habit of getting bored of women should have a consistent aspect to it.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying? So again, it's not just it's even if it's based on your feelings or whatever, like at the same time, you still have to do things a certain way. So these women understand where you're coming from based on your actions, not just by what you say. Because the way you moving, bro, you can get your fucking, have you ever got any woman to do something crazy, like show up at your job, key your car, or bust your windows out or anything?
No.
Okay, you're lucky.
Right, for real, because that's the type of shit that can happen.
Yeah, because when you have you ever caller, do you have kids or do you know any kids, nieces, nephew, anything?
Yeah, I have nieces and nephews.
Okay, have you ever promised them ice cream or money or to take them to the park or to McDonald's or any of that type of shit?
And yeah, and I did just that.
And but what what would happen if you promised them something and then you said no or you didn't make it happen, right?
No, what would have happened?
You see, so you're more consistent with your nieces and nephews than you are with the bitches you fuck. Okay, I understand.
Generally,
cool.
I'm consistent. Like I said,
oh,
when people say no relationship is perfect,
right.
That's what I expect them to understand when in a relationship. So I know that I wasn't perfect, and anyway that I fell short, I kind of made up a fault in the relationship, which is why I think that.
You know what? It sounds like to me.
But
it sounds like to me that you have a sort of there's some narrative in your brain that makes you have a lower level of respect for like male female interaction in relationships. Like, because if you say you're generally consistent in life and you've never broken a promise to your nieces and nephews, so what makes you think that you can be inconsistent and break promises to bitches?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I did. If that happened, it wasn't intentional. Okay, so I'm saying there's imperfection. There was some imperfections in the relationship.
Okay. Just give me one example. The time when you didn't fuck the chick for 5 weeks, that wasn't intentional?
No, it wasn't really intentional because I wasn't feeling it, and
see
that word.
See, that's what I'm saying. Caller, this is what I'm trying to. Okay, let me just explain something to you, right? If you have a girl,
wasn't feeling it, what?
And you don't feel like fucking her, guess what you got to do?
What?
You have to fuck her. That's what I'm trying to say. It doesn't matter how you feel. So let me ask you a question. Have you ever felt like not going to work?
Yeah.
Did you go to work anyway?
Yeah.
Oh, so you understand that even though I don't feel like going to work, I'm gonna still go to work. How come you can't apply that same logic to the woman?
Okay, Mr. Locario, let me tell you something, okay? She accused me of, she said I don't love her because I never quit. I never took a day off to be with her. So what would you say about that? So these are things that I take a look at. I'm like, I wasn't really the problem. She had
No. You were the problem. You know why? Because you didn't vet the woman. Because if you vetted the woman, you would have never gotten to a relationship with a woman who would tell you no shit like that. Remember, you said it was love at first sight, yes?
Okay. Mr. Locario, can you agree? Can you agree with what I'm about to say next?
No.
I need you to agree with.
How you tell me how you say it?
How can he agree when you didn't say it yet? Say it.
Okay, let me say it.
What the fuck is wrong with this nigga?
Even while you're vetting a woman, you're still in a relationship with her.
Okay.
Of course, yes.
We're all in relationships. We all live.
So I was vetting her in the process. I was vetting. The vetting was going on in the process.
Right, but what I'm saying is,
love at first sight.
But caller, you don't give her the position of girlfriend until she's earned it. You understand? So what I'm saying is that if you are vetting a woman and she said to you, "Hey, I want you to take a day off from work to come see me," and you're like, "Nah, I don't do that shit." And then she hits you up again. "Hey, could you just please take a day off of work?" You know what you say to yourself? This woman will never be my girl.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, why did you make her your girl knowing that she does shit like this? That's your fault. You understand what I'm saying? And shout out to K-Zag, and he said, you were not vetting her. You were just going where the wind took you. That's a fact. That's all you did. Remember, you said it just kind of happened and you fell into it, right?
I wasn't. The reason why I didn't fuck her is because I wasn't feeling it.
You ain't recognize game, and you looking kind of unfamiliar right now.
Yo, caller. I'm trying to tell you that you have to understand your position of man. You know, being a man is a position. Do you understand that, caller?
Right.
Yeah, I understand.
Right. So in that position, you have to do what you need to do, even if you don't feel like it.
And I need before this goes over a lot of guys' heads and they get the wrong idea. Please, guys, don't think we're telling the caller that he should have fucked the girl within the 5-week span for her.
Right.
Please don't misunderstand us. You're not doing when you have a level of consistency and a standard of excellence. It has everything to do with the caliber of man that you are and your masculine identity. We're not fucking the girl consistently because we're trying to satisfy the girl. We're fucking the girl consistently because that's what we do.
Right.
Okay. So again, it has to do with who you. So caller, I hope you understand that we're not telling you to do all these things and to be consistent and to get into your masculine identity to keep the woman satisfied. What we're saying is, see, I want you to understand something. The reason behind why you're calling in is because it's not for the woman and what she did or didn't do. It's because things in your life are happening in a way that you don't like. Things are happening in your life that you don't exactly like how it's happening, and you're asking yourself what you're truly asking, because you're calling and you're talking about the woman and the issues that she has and blah blah blah. But what you're really calling in to say is things in my life are not happening exactly the way I want them to happen, and I need you guys to show me how to look at my life, look at myself, so I can make things happen the way I want them to happen. That's really the basis of your question. And we're trying to show you that it has nothing to do with the woman. It has everything to do with you, your decisions, and your decision making and your consistency or lack thereof. You understand? So it's all right to have feelings as a man, but when you have feelings, you must look to understand your feelings. Not just to have them and then make irrational decisions based on the fucking feeling. No, when you feel, you also have to think to understand. Right. And the reason why you're feeling this way about, oh, well, why is this a problem? And, I'm getting tired and bored of these women. It's because you haven't set your program as a man yet. And that's what I'm saying. If you call me, we get in that masculine identity coaching call, then we could start to set your program. We could start. I could break down some things, ask you certain questions, and we could break down some things and actually set your program in place based on the man that you are, based on the man that you truly are.
Right, because part of the reason why you're bored with the women is because you don't have a program. You see what I'm saying? Because if you had a program, then what happens is that you have all these things set in place and the way that you like doing things and the way that you want things to go, that boredom doesn't even equate. You're like, wait a second, I got so much shit going on and this woman has so much work she has to do to even get into my situation.
Thanks.
That if I choose to allow her to even be vetted, you understand, then there ain't gonna be no boredom. So a lot of times guys get bored with women because all you're looking at is pussy. That's it. That's why you get bored. You see what I'm saying? And the reason why you're only looking at pussy is because you don't understand your masculine identity, which means you don't have a program.
Exactly. So do you get all that, caller?
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, man. But again, thanks for the call. Thank you for dropping the 50, man. We appreciate that. And have a safe and happy All right, peace, brother.
Right,
yeah, man. We'll take a few more calls, but if you really want to call in, guys, now's the time. Now's the time. We're not doing no overtime.
Yeah, maybe like 20 minutes left, people. So
yeah, we're not doing like 10 to 15 minutes too. I am going to cut the lines and then we'll just do the questions and then get the hell up out of here.
That's a fact. So make sure you guys call up if you want to call up. So Diesel said, but if dudes stop approaching and chasing women, they will have no choice but to approach the dudes they want, and they will. That's my point. No. See, this is what you guys don't understand, right? These women still are fucking. These women still are having guys approach them, and these women are still doing things in their dating lives. When they talk about guys aren't approaching anymore, they're saying the guys that I fucking use, the guys that I reject, the guys that I feel like I embarrass, the guys that I fucking play games with, those guys aren't approaching anymore. You understand what I'm saying? So you're never gonna have a situation where no guy ever is approaching women. That's never gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? That's never gonna happen because the guys who approach Miles a step away from the joint real quick.
Yeah.
You got
513. You're on live with Locario Miles. Name, age, city, and where did you send it, or are you supporting?
What's up, Miles? Chris, age 40, Cincinnati.
Hey, what's going on, Chris? How you doing, bro?
Not much, man. I just want to let you know, Titan and Alex saw the episode. They were not happy.
Wait. First of all, did you send it in? Did you send support, or are you did you send support, or are you taking a free call? What are you doing? I'm just making sure.
No, yes, I did. I sent $10 to you, Miles.
Okay, all right, my bad. I just didn't see it.
So go ahead.
Yeah, I see it. Thank you. All right, yeah, go ahead. So they weren't happy. Go ahead.
Tights wasn't happy because you called his wife a B, and I was on the stream last night. Yeah, they couldn't even barely do the show, and I don't want the situation to be where they come after y'all and shut y'all down because
shut us down. Wait. What do you mean shut us down?
Flag the channel. Flag your channel.
How can they flag our channel?
No, they could just like say they don't like what we're saying and then flag it. They could.
Oh no, you're talking about like flag the channel because so wait. So they're gonna flag our channel for showing their video?
No, flag our channel because they don't like our narratives. Like they
can't do that. They can't do that. They can flag the video for us using their video, but they can't flag us for what we're saying. You understand what I'm saying? So they can listen. But then the funny part would be if they flag the channel for using our video, then it will be like us flagging their channel for using our screenshots on their video.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So this is the thing. And also this is what you got to understand. Nobody was calling his wife a bitch.
I just didn't know her name. I was like,
we say bitch in reference to women because we don't know every woman personally.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But again, when you're talking to sensitive motherfuckers, they don't actually see what's actually being said.
Exactly.
You see what I mean? So what are we talking about here?
Oh, Chris, man, why you out here starting trouble, man?
No, seriously, because they wanted me to say something. They were like, "Well, you should have said something to them." Like, first of all, that's his wife. I'm not married to her. So why am I going to say something to them? Why?
But it's not like I said, man. This is why I can't fuck with sensitive people.
Exactly.
That's exactly why I can't fuck with sensitive, stupid fucking people. I just can't.
Right.
I can't.
It's like, come on.
Listen, man. Listen, because I know the type of people they are at this point, based on everything you've told us and based on what we've seen. Just leave us out.
Yeah, basically, tell them stay
over. Don't mention us no more, and don't mention none of our talking points no more.
Mm-hmm.
Don't say nothing more to us.
Anyway.
Fuck them. Because certain people I know I can't even have a conversation with, and that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So leave them niggas over there. We good.
Right. Well, they might put the video and expose you guys. But saying that, your language can't be tolerated or something like that.
But you know what the sad part is? The sad part is that the only thing that made their fucking show interesting was when y'all was talking about us.
Right.
So, you know.
I'm like, it's like, yo, it's so funny because this is the type of shit. This is why I stopped fucking with things like Clubhouse and all that other stuff because it's too many people that's sensitive out here. I'm like, yo, you're on a public platform. You understand what I'm saying? So when you're on a public platform, people are going to talk about what you're talking about. People might talk about you and all this other shit. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And nobody said anything personal about anybody's wife.
I don't know that bitch.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, that's what I'm saying. Like,
wait, did he get mad that I called him a nigga? Because I was like, this nigga here with the dreads. Did he get mad?
Yes. Yes.
He got mad because he said nigga?
Yes.
Oh my God! You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? We can't fuck with these motherfuckers, man. Listen, man. I can't, man. I can't do it, man. It's like, come on, fam. Come on. This is why the game is not for everybody. This is exactly why the game is not for everybody. Shout out to Kids. He said what probably happened was Chris told them y'all did a show and he probably gave them the timestamps just messy and instigating. You see what I'm saying? And see and Chris, and that's the thing. See, the thing is with all of this stuff is that if you're going on somebody's show, right? Cool, talk and have a conversation. But the thing is that if you're trying to use our talking points, don't just say, hey, there's these guys, Ms. Locario and Miles, that I know that can elaborate on such and such. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You know what I mean?
So like people who are that sensitive, they might as well identify as fur babies. So and I know I can't have conversations with those type of people. So
because I'm like, he don't listen to rap music? Like, is that what
they're a Christian-based channel.
Oh, they're a Christian channel. That's see, now it makes sense. Now it makes perfect sense.
Why the fuck y'all going over there argue with a bunch of sensitive Christians? What's wrong with y'all?
Yeah, like why
are you and Moses going over there arguing with a bunch of sensitive Christians? What's that about?
Well, for me, it's first of all, they said they were spinning negative narratives about women being delusional and blah 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 blah. I just came on there to tell the guys, I'm like, that's not true. That's not my personal experience with these women out here. Totally different. That's the only reason why I came on the channel. For that reason.
Crazy. So Chris, forget all that, man. So this is what we're gonna do. From this point forward, you understand what I'm saying? We are not gonna talk about them because there's no point. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's not really gonna be any like positive or beneficial discourse.
Nah, not at all. And real quick, did you hear them use the words "get our channel shut down," or is that just something you inferred or assumed?
No. I have assumed it. They were saying they were debating whether or not to put this particular episode up, and somebody mentioned, "Hey, like you should leave this video alone so we can expose these guys for who they really are, because what they said about Alex shouldn't be tolerated on YouTube." That's what they said. That's what one of the people in the forum said.
Wow.
So this is not hearsay.
Yeah, leave them bitch ass niggas over there. Yeah, leave them bitch ass niggas over there.
Leave them over there. That's
I'm banned anyway. So I'm banned from the channel anyways. So I'm banned.
So wait, you said they banned you from their channel?
He said they banned him and Moses.
Moses didn't do anything.
But that's my whole thing. Like it's the same thing that because I've told you. Like why go and why argue? Look, a wise man does not argue with fools because from a distance you can't tell who's who. Okay, right. Like these sayings, these are sayings that have been in the lexicon for years, for fucking centuries, really.
Exactly, and exactly. It was that exposing them doesn't mean shut them down. That's right. Two different things. You know what I'm saying?
And what are you exposing? That was a live that we do every fucking Monday. We don't say anything we don't mean or that we don't want exposed to the world.
Right.
What is wrong with you? See, that's what I'm saying with these motherfuckers. Like, they don't know anything. They don't fucking know anything. But Chris, don't look. If you go and get on podcast, man, come up with your own fucking talking points and leave us out of it, bro. Seriously. Because I'm not here to argue with dumb people or people who don't have enough of an intelligent mind to get past the fact that I referred to him as a nigga or his wife as a bitch. And it's not like I was calling her a bitch directly, but I was just like, oh, this bitch right here and this nigga right there. That's it.
That's how we talk.
I don't know them bitches and niggas personally. So me saying bitch is not a thing on your character, but that's how sensitive dumb people are. So fuck it.
Right.
I don't know how many times. I don't know how many things I've been fucking called on these platforms.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't fucking see me bitching and trying to expose nobody or shut anybody down or any of that shit.
Right.
So fuck them all.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck them all. I'll be here spitting my shit. That's it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it's just like I said, there's a possibility it might go viral if they choose to put up this episode. And
Chris, none of it's going viral. It's not going viral. Sorry, it's not. It's not going viral, Chris. I'm telling you, it's not going viral. It's not that. It's not that serious, and it's not that. What's the word I'm looking for? Like, there's nothing. What's going to go viral?
Oh, because Miles called his wife a B. They're gonna say, "See,
Stop. See, this is what I'm saying, Chris. You're instigating, and that's the problem. That's the problem. You understand what I'm saying? That's the problem right there. You keep instigating. You see what I mean? So stop instigating, and everything will be fine. Just chill. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. Shout out to Flock Talk. Go over there and subscribe.
I'm like, man. It's like, and see that, and that's the problem with social media is that with social media, like for example, I can literally say right now, right, that I don't like Doritos chips, and then somebody's gonna say Locario said he hates the CEO of Doritos.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's the stupid shit. You see what I'm saying? That's what's happening right now, Chris. And you're egging it on and instigating it. You see what I'm saying? So stop instigating, and you should be fine.
All right, Chris. We appreciate you, man.
I'm banned, so it don't matter.
Appreciate you, man. Thanks for calling in, bro.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Crazy, man. You see all the nonsense.
How many questions we got? We got a lot.
No, we got probably like 6. Let me see.
You're lucky. I was just about to cut the phone lines. 203, you're on live with Locario. Miles, name, age, city. How can we help you?
Yo, this is Joe Blast calling.
Joe Blast in the building. What's going on, man?
The donation is under you, Miles.
Okay, appreciate that, man. I see it. I got you.
Yeah, I'm in a fucking rage right now, and y'all know why. I just heard this motherfucker talking that dumb shit. Fuck Chris, fuck Moses, and I mean that from the heart. Y'all trying to get people set up with that dumb shit. Why in the world would you go on a Christian channel for anything?
Right.
We don't talk about none of that shit over here.
Right, that's right.
You're no better than them trolls. Mark my words, you're no better than the trolls that come from the other channels trying to come over here. That's exactly what you just did.
Right.
And the more y'all try to tell him, he still doesn't get it. Y'all don't have no game. Weak as fuck. Soft and weak. And I'm saying I don't care how mad anybody get about it. I'm mad right now because that's the stupid shit. We come to you guys for the realest shit on this fucking YouTube space. Not for no manosphere shit, not for no phony ass Christian shit, or any of them pills, passport bro, any of that goofy shit. None of that shit is real. The only real is y'all.
That's
I'm sorry. I know I'm a little bit out of source right now. I'm in the gym hammering, but that shit just got my blood pressure boiling. Because that was stupid. The only reason they put that in the Media Monday the other day was just to try to give Moses a little bit more shine to try to get back in y'all good graces for the bullshit he pulled the other day. So, come on, man. Yeah, they ain't fooling me. People like, oh, this is funny, this is entertainment. Moses got game. Moses, you don't got no game, nigga. You too busy trying to sit at that table with them kings. You ain't even fit to be in the room yet. Everybody that comes on here, just like you say, Moses, Miles, your language exposes you.
Right.
I sit back and I just listen. And I see more people getting exposed. They trying to expose a channel. Motherfucker, why don't you expose yourself to yourself? How about that?
Real talk.
I'm gonna say that one more time. If you want to expose anything,
right,
expose you to you.
To you, facts.
That's the only way you're gonna understand and start to recognize that the truth is inside you. Because the truth ain't in half of these niggas. Ain't nothing but lies.
Facts. Real talk.
Real talk.
Anyways,
real talk.
That's all I got to say about that. I appreciate y'all. Y'all know where I stand. And happy 4th of July to everybody.
Yep.
Enough respect.
All right. Respect, man.
Shout out to Bill Blast in the building.
Man. And guys, look, and this is not just for Chris and Moses, but be careful. Be careful, engaging in the type of conversations we have over here and then going to other places and having conversations and debates and using these talking points.
Right.
Be very careful. Because this ain't for everybody.
Exactly.
We speak candidly, we speak truthfully, and we're very authentic. And the average person, they're just offended at the fact that we take the freedom to speak truth. That's it.
Right. Exactly.
Like, before we even get to the fucking message, they're mad already that we're that comfortable with being honest with ourselves, especially.
Right.
You understand? So you got to be careful with this shit. So again, man, like it ain't for, and you got to understand too. And this is why they say the game is to be sold, not told. This is another major. I want y'all to listen to this seriously, guys. This is a major reason why they say the game should be sold, not told. Because a person can have a certain level of tolerance and respect when they pay for a message they may not truly want to hear.
Exactly.
What was happening with that situation is that Moses and Chris was going over to a platform, and they was giving them game for free. When you give somebody the truth for free, they take offense to it.
Right.
But when they have to do something, when they have to earn it, when they have to pay for it, it makes it. They take a little bit more time and they put a little bit more effort into truly understanding. Because they paid for it. They put some investment in. So this is another reason why we say the game is to be sold, not told. Because if I tell you the truth for free, you're just gonna think I'm trying to insult you.
Right. Exactly.
But when you pay for it, it hits different because it's like, oh, so for example, if I call you a bitch ass nigga, you call me up on a coaching call. Like if we're on the show for free and you hear me just ranting on the live and I'm like, yo, these niggas is bitch ass niggas. Niggas be like, yo, these niggas is mad disrespectful. Fuck these niggas.
Right.
But when you call me up on a coaching call, you pay your money. We schedule a coaching call. We get on the phone together. You be like, yo, Miles, I've been simping. I've been pedestalizing bitches. I've been not loving myself. And I'll be like, yo, you know what you sound like right now, my nigga? You sound like a bitch ass nigga. And when I say that to him, he gonna be like, you know what, Miles? You right. That's the fucking difference. So that's why the game is to be sold, not told. Because true game, especially for the average bitch ass nigga, is just gonna sound like insults.
Right.
I'm telling you.
That's a fact. That's real talk. And so and that's why the game is to be sold, because you actually have to be worthy of the game that you're getting. And the way to be worthy of that is that you have to have a mindset where you're open to that information and not sensitive to the information, because you're not going to get the information if you're too sensitive. You see what I'm saying? So you guys got to understand that, man. You guys got to understand that. Let me see what some of these questions are saying, and we're going to wrap this shit up.
Shout out to Boxing Plug Dave for the support, man. We appreciate you, man.
Appreciate it. So this says, so every man have a different type of masculine identity. Can a man have an independent masculine identity? I value solitude and individuality. Well, yeah, that's the point of the masculine identity. It's your identity. It's how you roll. That's right. The whole point of it. You know what I'm saying? Says, how do you know who you truly are? Go get some coaching, masculineidentity.com. You know what I'm saying? So you can really because this thing is that you already know who you are. You're just blinded by doubt, insecurity, fear, and all that other shit. You feel what I'm saying? That's what's going on.
Exactly.
Says, you mentioned earlier that women want to be a part of something bigger than her. How can someone demonstrate that without leading with money or looks? Because money and looks don't have anything to do with being something that's bigger than the situation. that surface level. Everybody got money and looks.
Exactly, and it doesn't make sense to lead with money and looks because money and looks is a byproduct of who you really are at the core of you.
Exactly, real talk.
You understand? That's the real truth of it. It's just that most people don't know that, so they don't connect it.
Right. This is Miles. What's the meaning of chronic bitch dependency?
Wait, hold on. He said, "Let me get the. Is it? Where is it? Fuck, here it is.
I have reason to believe that you are suffering from chronic bitch dependency.
Now, if you could go look at the episode of Boondocks when what's the name? When Usher came in and stole what's the name's girl, Carl girl, I think his name is. Anyway, yeah, chronic bitch dependency is always pedestaling women, making yourself less important, simping. It's you could just call it simping, you know. It's all the same shit. It just simply means that instead of depending, a man is a man. A man depends on himself.
Right.
You understand? When you depend on a woman, you're suffering from chronic bitch dependency, man. And you can't do that.
Real talk. Real talk. And that's you being so caught up in the woman where you feel like you can't live without her. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yo, Mr. Justin said, drop some LSD. You'll find out who you truly are. Guys, don't do drugs. Don't do drugs.
Yeah. It says, what are your thoughts about women? How did some type of sex work and later fall back in religion? Do you think they also ain't shit? So it's G-Rad. First of all, when we say that women know they ain't shit, we're not talking about women not being shit. We're saying that women know that they are not the women you put on the pedestal.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's what that means. So we're not saying that there's something fucked up with a woman. What we're saying is, and the thing is this, if a woman did some sex work and then now she's religious, it's the same. It don't mean anything different. Like there's nothing special about being religious. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I don't understand.
And I wanted to, that's the point I wanted to make too. Like whether no matter what a woman does, unless she's following my instructions, it really don't matter.
Right.
So you think see again, you don't put yourself first. So you're looking at the woman, looking at her past career, and you're looking at her falling back into religion and actually taking that shit seriously.
Right.
And the reason why you taking all of the stuff that she's doing seriously is because you're focused on her instead of being focused on yourself. I don't care what she's done. And I don't care. You like that whole shit with Brittany Renner and all that?
Right.
I don't give a fuck about whether she want to be Islam or she want to be a 304. If she's not under my program, I could give a fuck less what that bitch is doing.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Real talk. It says, not true, Locario. I was watching Austin Holloman and he said, oh my God, he said women in Africa and South America approach dudes. That's why he not coming back to the US. Just go to Africa and South America where the women approach you, so you'll be fine.
Exactly. And shout out to Austin Holloman, man. Right. Shout out to Austin. Go, guys. If you don't like what we're saying, please go subscribe to Austin Holloman.
That's what I'm saying. You know, it's funny how dudes always come back to us saying, "Oh, but this guy said this and this guy thing." I'm like, we don't care. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we don't care. And it's the thing. Y'all don't care either. That's why I keep coming back here. But you see, y'all. Let's move on. This is crazy.
So crazy, bro.
You said how to get with more older women. I really like older women, but I get the comment that I look really young a lot from them, even though I'm 26. How to go about this? I assume it's a numbers game. Well, yeah, it's definitely a numbers game. And if a woman who's older says that you're too young, that's code for I'm not interested.
That's it.
You see what I'm saying? So the thing is that it doesn't have to be anything about you being too young. Now, she could say you're too young if it was a situation of you proposing like an actual relationship. But if you're like, you know, on some hooking up, sex, let's have some fun stuff, you understand? As long as you're of legal age and she's attracted to you, she's gonna do it. That's how it works. So this says, in open relationships, is it okay to share some experiences with the main chick you're having with other women? Yeah, you can if that's how you roll. Again, it's all dependent upon how you do your own thing specifically. You understand what I'm saying? Like me personally, I don't like to share what I'm doing. This is just me. Like I don't like to share what I'm doing. Period with anybody. Most you understand what I'm saying? That's just how
you know what me personally, I think it's not a good thing. In my experience, no.
Mm-hmm.
My experience, no. I think you should keep things pretty separate.
That's what I think. That's what I think.
You should keep things pretty separate. I mean, you could let them know. Oh yeah, I have this at this time if it's necessary, or you could just make sure schedules don't intersect. You know what I'm saying? Keep things separate. But you can if you want to, if you have that type of relationship. Like you said, Locario, it's about how you roll.
Exactly. Abel said, but she likes to ask, of course. All right, where we at with this?
But I don't like to answer.
Exactly. So this is the last question here. When you say you flirt with all women in all situations, even the grannies or chicks I'm not attracted to, I realize that's a big problem of mine. I default to platonic conversations. Well, this is the thing. You gotta practice flirting. That's all it is. It's practice. So you want it to be practiced so that it becomes second nature,
right?
To the situation. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta understand that aspect of the situation.
Yep.
You know what I mean? All right, so guys, we're about to wrap this shit up, man. Yep. Appreciate y'all tuning in. So Miles, you doing this show with K Zaggin tomorrow?
Yeah, I am doing the real game. I am doing the Manhood is a Skill Set show tomorrow, but I might not be on the Real Game No Theory show.
Okay, cool.
But what time you going live at 5?
Yeah, so I'm gonna be live 5 tomorrow. Make sure you guys tune in.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, and make sure you guys go to shoplocario.com, masculineidentitymembership.com, badboymembership.com, and cunninghamelements.com. You feel what I'm saying?
Elements, make sure y'all go through, get your colognes, Masculine Identity Eau de Parfum, Masculine Identity Soap, and among other things, we got shea butter over there. We also have other soaps over there, lavender, rose, and lemon mint. It's man, good for everything. You feel fresh, feel good, feel clean. All right. So yeah, man, appreciate y'all. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy 4th of July for everybody. And be safe out there. Hope you seeing family. Hope you are, at least enjoying your time. And if not, even if you're by yourself, enjoy your time, be grateful. You know what I'm saying? And then of course, guys, make sure you get on the Masculine Identity membership so you can be a part of the Monday night masterclass Zoom call every Monday night, 11 p.m. All right. So yeah, man, appreciate y'all.
All right, so guys, we are out of here, and remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. We gone. We out.
I can take the dick off the table based upon my standard. You aren't gonna get hold of this dick if you ain't being the woman I need you to be. You need to realize that you need to cook, clean. You got to understand that you're not the only woman, and if you can accept that, that's fine. That's just the beginning, because you got to work hard for me, because I work hard for me. So that means if you get with me, it's not going to be easy street, because I need to be satisfied, because it ain't no happy wife, happy life bullshit. It's happy Steve, happy Steve.
Being strong with self, understanding who you are, that is the biggest defense to bitch ass weak men.
And there's no excuses for the men not to be strong. But see, there's so many forces, and then so many men are embracing weakness.
I can't stand weak men. Like I don't like to talk to them. It's hard for me to talk to these losers. I've always been a winner at the winner's table.
I believe it's a sin to impregnate a woman who can't raise a child, or impregnate a woman who's not fit to be a mother. And I think we have a responsibility in what we see today in these weak ass little feminine boys.
I can't tell another man what to do, but I can't dress feminine. I can't wear nail polish. It's just something that I can't do. Why? Because if I'm walking down the street and somebody's having trouble with a flat tire, I want them to feel that they can come to me and ask me, hey man, could you help me out with this? Because those are the type of things that a man will help out with. So I need to look like a man so they can know where to come for help.
Yeah, it is such a thing as toxic masculinity in the minds of bitch ass motherfuckers.
Talk about masculinity, assertiveness, authenticity, transparency. How can a guy who's straight up and honest with what he does be toxic?
if the media can train you to think something bad about it, you hear the word and you want to instantly have a certain reaction. You stop thinking, you start feeling. And when people learn to think and feel and not think through their feelings, that's when they can evaluate a person holistically. And they can say, is this toxic masculinity, or did I just hear something I didn't like? And why did I not like it? And only let me go within myself to see why.
I don't never look at no motherfucker and say, oh, that's a toxic masculine motherfucker. I never, ever had, I didn't even know. That was an invented concept from a weak motherfucker that was like, I'm just tired of this motherfucker trying to tell me what to do and bully you over me with this bullshit.
What's going to make you successful is just understanding who you are and getting your mind right and being happy with who you are. That is the thing that's going to really make you successful. Because after you get all the toys, after you get all these things going on, you've had sex with all the women you want to have sex with, you traveled all the places, you're still going to be you, and you're going to always come back to you.
Why do I do this? Why are we even doing this documentary? I want guys to be in the best position possible. There's no way that I'm raising my voice or calling you a bitch ass nigga because I'm trying to hurt your feelings. I'm calling you a bitch ass nigga because you doing bitch ass nigga shit. And if you continue doing bitch ass nigga shit, you're going to end up in bitch ass nigga situations. You get what I'm saying? So when I call you a bitch ass nigga, trust me, it's because I love you.
Game Kings 2, the definition of man, is out right now. Click the link below or go straight to